So this is Danny, who works in a museum, which he's showing off to his girlfriend, Cheryl.
The museum will close in 10 minutes.
The museum hasn't even closed yet.
Rise and shine, darling.
He didn't have time to button his shirt back up. That's a good look.
You're up. Time to go.
Oops, except it turns out that his actual girlfriend is this other lady named Edwina.
I thought you forgot our anniversary.
Wow, it just never ends with this guy.
I was, showing her the new galleries.
What else were you showing her?
Danny, who is this girl?
Cheryl isn't even in on this. Apparently he thought he could screw both of these women in the same building around the same time and neither would find out.
Did you have to do it today? Are you that heartless?
Anyway, the museum closes and they get locked in with absolutely no warning. I'm sure that's a thing that happens.
Who knows? This might get interesting. 3 of us in here. Wish we had that champagne.
Yeah, you wish. So his plan is to push the box marked fragile to a fence so he can use it to climb over.
This time.
Yeah, dumbass. So the lady in the box is a 1,000-year-old mummy, and Edwina explains where she came from.
She's our bog woman. Now look at her. It contains the remains of a druid priestess.
Essentially, she's a proto-witch.
These women were the model for the witches in Macbeth.
Meanwhile, Danny's girlfriend and his side piece are bonding with each other while he's off to the side tending the wound he stupidly gave himself, and I kind of love it. Actually, this is kind of an interesting conversation.
In high school, I wasted my time on sports. You know, the football team, the basketball team. Sometime I'd like to find those guys and pay them back.
It sounds like some of Cheryl's experiences with men were kind of dark. But Danny just can't leave well enough alone, so he comes over and decides to pull the mummy's heart out. Symbolism? With the tissue that has his own blood on it.
There's blood all over this handkerchief. Now look at it. How about that sucking action?
I swear, this guy just can't turn it off. Time and a place, dude.
God, you make me sick.
See? You don't have to be nuts to want to hurt a guy.
Not this guy, that's for sure. Anyway, not only did the heart apparently feed off his blood, but it's starting to heat up.
Like it takes heat from my blood.
Did you see the cord around her neck? She was probably strangled and thrown into the bog. Maybe for witchcraft.
Whoops, and now she's getting up.
Get out!
Yeah, good idea, GTFO. Except they kinda messed up because they still have her heart. She's probably gonna want that back. Of course, Danny wants to keep it away from her.
You want this? Well, back off! Or, I break it!
But I guess Edwina gets possessed by the bog woman. It sounds like she's trying to communicate through her. Then when Edwina gets away, she seems to know more about the bog woman.
She's Caradwin, the spirit of woman who seeks the blood of man.
Apparently she's becoming more powerful because weeds start growing all over the fence. Edwina is smiling. Something about her has definitely changed. So Edwina finally gets Danny to give her the heart, and she brings it to the bog woman.
You okay?
As if you care.
And now she wants Cheryl to go in there too.
Nothing bad will happen. She's waiting for us.
I'll be over here.
Yeah, you're gonna be waiting a while. Meanwhile, the 3 women appear to be doing some kind of ritual, which we can't really see clearly.
What's happening?
Your turn, Daniel.
And now they want Danny to join them.
This is your time to enter the circle.
Those are nice robes. Where'd you get them?
Good question.
2 beautiful ladies aren't gonna hurt me now, are you?
I love how he thinks he's gonna get exactly what he said he wanted in the beginning.
Who knows? This might get interesting. Three of us in here?
I mean, technically he's not wrong. Meanwhile, the women do some kind of blood ritual. Once again, he thinks he's really lucky.
You definitely should have brought the champagne.
Did he just, like, forget about her?
Sorry I stole your heart.
The circle begins with the spirit of woman and ends with the blood of man.
Now he's the one getting his heart stolen. Yeah, totally convincing replacement there. No one will think anything is off about that. Meanwhile, the bog woman has had her life and youth restored. And she started a coven with Cheryl and Edwina. I want to see this version of the craft.
Rain. Fair is foul, and foul is fair.
And so ends Museum Hearts. This episode was very on the nose with what it was trying to say. I mean, the guy who likes to play with women's hearts gets killed for literally playing with a woman's heart. He's referred to as heartless, then at the end, he's literally heartless. Then again, Monsters isn't exactly known for its subtlety. But it's a lot of fun and very cathartic. I love seeing this kind of misogynistic scumbag get his comeuppance. And while I did say that it was on the nose with the symbolism, that also makes it more satisfying. Poetic justice. And hey, this Monsters episode actually had a monster in it. And I liked the makeup. The bog lady actually looked kind of pathetic and sad in the coffin, and terrifying and badass when she got out. As far as who was in this one, no one of too much note. Danny and Edwina were played by character actors, and Cheryl was in only one other thing. But the bog lady was played by Pamela Dean Kelly, who was also in Holly's House way back in early season 1. Bet you didn't think that one was going to come up again. In fact, it was co-written and directed by Theodore Gershony, who also directed Holly's House, along with writing and directing some episodes of Tales from the Dark Side. And that's about all I have to say about Museum Hearts. Not the best Monsters episode, but it was a lot of fun, and I liked it better than the last couple episodes. Next up is Habitat. See you then.
I was, showing her the new galleries.
What else were you showing her? Let me guess, is it smaller than a bread box?
Just?